What is going on, guys? We are back for another episode of our trade breakdown series. In today's episode, I'm going to be walking you through exactly how step by step I traded Carvana puts for over a 200% gain and netted 1.5K in the process. We're going to walk through my exact trade here, exactly how I found my entry and my exit, and we're going to get into all that right now. All right, what is going on, guys? So obviously crazy day inside the market, wild amount of opportunities. I wanted to come on and create this trade recap video for you guys today because this was such a fantastic setup during the middle of the day on Carvana. And I really wanted to make a video recapping it because it really emphasizes the importance of hourly, 2-hour and 4-hour structure, guys. And if you watch my videos, guys, the method by which I find a lot of my entries and exits is based upon those higher time frame charts. And I really thought this was just an absolutely fantastic example on Carvana today, guys. And so I'm going to walk through this step by step and show you guys exactly how I went through this trade. So first things first, guys, as you know, I am a big hourly trader, right? I use the hourly time frame a lot in terms of finding my entries and exits coming into the day. And then, sometimes in the middle of the day as well, guys, I'll really utilize the 2 and the 4-hour chart as well for identifying entries. And we had a beautiful A+ setup here on Carvana. This is the Carvana 2-hour chart, guys. So I want to highlight this. I think this is really important to notice. So if you guys have tuned into a lot of the videos, you guys know that I'm really big on liquidity sweeps, especially on those hourly timeframes, guys. Those really give me a lot of conviction for my entries. And so we had a beautiful first 2-hour liquidity sweep of the prior day's low. So we're currently looking at the Carvana 2-hour chart, right? Obviously, we swept liquidity on the 4-hour time frame as well, but this is a really important note, right? So we are using our prior day's low on Carvana, right? So this was yesterday's action, guys, right? And I really wanted to emphasize this and really how important this was, right? As you can look back on August 8th, and then we go all the way back to August 7th, right? We had really strong support at that 42.59 level, right? And that was a really big key support spot for Carvana, right? We had this double bottom here. We were really trying to carve out some support on those higher time frames, right? Now, if we go back to yesterday's low, which would be August 9th, right? It was this 41.37 area, right? We had this perfect sweep of liquidity right where we saw buyers come in above that key level from the 8th, the 7th, and the 8th, guys. We swept liquidity, so we created this large upper wick, which indicates sellers present, and this large upper wick extending above that key level on the hourly chart from the 7th and the 8th, guys. Really indicated that sellers came in, flushed it back down. Those buyers that came in above that key level were then trapped. And obviously, guys, that creates that additional downside pressure. So we had a beautiful sweep of that key hourly support level at 42.59. And so that was conviction point number 1 for me in entering this trade, right? Is really understanding those higher time frames, guys. The 2 and the 4-hour are really the setups that I love personally because they are a higher time frame, really increases my conviction going into these trades. And obviously you can see that 4-hour candle was really nasty, which led to this continuation move that we saw, right? Now, if we come into why I entered this trade, right? So I actually initially entered, guys, on that breakdown under support here at this 40.73 area, right? We had created a really nice low here, guys, on Carvana this morning, right? If we're looking at today's action. And then we tried to, again, form some double bottom support at this 40.73 area, right? Now, we initially broke down below that 40.73 area, guys. I initially entered actually my first position on this trade here on this candle, and then I actually added to my position. So I'm going to pull up my exact entry for you guys right here, and you guys can see that I actually entered into the Carvana 37 puts. So I'm going to go over why I took the 37 puts, guys. It's because it was my target on the trade. I was looking for a test of 37. We got a test of 38. And like I said, guys, it's a Thursday. This is a very volatile stock. And so when I trade it, I usually try to go, 5 to 8% out of the money just to capture some additional volatility on top of this. Because, Carvana moves $1, $2, $3 in, sometimes a 15-minute candle, right? So Like I said, I chose the 37 strike. I bought these for $23 per contract. I added up to $25 per contract. You can see I added basically my final contracts right here at $12.58. which is right here on this candle, guys, and this 15-minute candle going into 1 o'clock. The reason why I was adding into my position here is because if you guys look at these 15-minute candles, guys, we could not get a close over our prior low of the day. So that is really important point number one, right? Second point of confirmation, low on our opening candle, guys, 40.66, right? Low on this candle, 40.71. Look at what's happening during this 15-minute consolidation, right? Which eventually leads to that massive breakdown that we got. But we just kept consolidating, right, at this major level in that 40 zone, right? Now, 40 was a very key level on the Carvana daily chart. And I want to bring that up for you guys so you can see, looking at the Carvana daily, guys, if we gave back that 40 area of support, right? If we gave back this prior daily low, so our most recent daily low, which was at that 30.70 area, we had a lot of really clean room down to that next area of support at that 36 area, right? Where we had a lot of daily support here. But you can see that was such a big area at that 42 level, which we mentioned on the 2-hour, was such a big area of resistance, giving that back, sweeping liquidity, and then getting into this imbalance area where we break down under a new daily low. I really thought we'd have some serious downside potential given the fact that our next area of support was really in that $36 range, right? Which was our prior daily support from back here in the middle of July, right? So, like I said, we were consolidating under that level, and then we could not get a close on the 15-minute above that 40.70 area. Now, every good trader, guys, has a predefined risk and a predefined target on their trades. And in my case, right here, my risk on this trade was a 15-minute close, right? So a candle closing on its 15-minute time frame above the 40.70 level because that was our prior low of the day. That would have invalidated the setup for me. However, we did not get that. So, guys, in this 15-minute candle structure right here from 12:45 until 1 o'clock, I added to my position actually right into that 1 o'clock candle, guys. 12:58, I had 75 contracts of the Carvana 37 puts at $23 per contract, which was about risking about $2,000 in total on this trade, right? I actually added 5 more contracts at 1:03 p.m. So that was the start of this 15-minute candle right here, guys. And I knew that we kept consolidating, we kept getting these larger wicks, and I had a very clear risk on this trade, right? 15-minute close over 40.70. I knew I was going to be able to keep my stop loss relatively tight. And like I said, these contracts expired in one day, right? So they're going to be very volatile. And I was banking on that for a larger move to the downside. So I'm going to switch over to the 5-minute time frame. We've identified our structure and confirmation points on the 2-hour, on the 15-minute, right? All of those ingredients were there for a really nice downside move, guys. And this was really just, you couldn't have asked for better, right? So now we're looking at the 5-minute time frame. So my last add on that position, I had 80 contracts in total at 1:03 p.m., guys, and that's right here on this 15-minute candle, right? Going into that 1:10 time frame, right? We tested one more time into 40.70, we rejected, and then we finally got the pull down, right? So my first take profit target on this trade, guys, was our prior low that we had set out on this candle right here, which was that 39.85 area. I actually began scaling out some contracts at that spot here, guys. As you can see, I sold 5, then I sold 10, then I sold 15 of my contracts. Guys, at this point, we were getting down into the break under that prior low, which is in this case, that 39.85 area. I had sold about 15 to 20% of my position at that point. And then I was holding the rest for that big move down that I wanted towards that 36 target area, right? So if we look, actually, guys, we got a beautiful move. That very next 5-minute candle, guys, almost had a dollar move to the downside. Within 15 minutes, guys, we were already down at this 38.94 level, and then we got a beautiful flush down all the way into this 38.39 area, guys. I was scaling out my contracts during this dump, right? So if we look, I sold about half my position at 60%. I sold half my position, or 60% of my position, at 98%, $45 per contract. And then again, continued scaling out all the way, guys. My last scale outs, I sold 60 of 80. So I basically sold a really large portion of my position, guys, at 168%. I took another 5 scales inside this 200% range, guys, at 215%, 193%, so $67 per contract, $72 per contract. I sold 62 of 80. I held some runners, which I ended up actually closing back up here at this 39 level. So some of those runners actually came back, I think it was like 68% in gains. But the point of this trade, guys, is it had so many beautiful confirmation points, but I really want to harp on the fact that, again, right, it's scaling out into weakness when you're on the short side is a really big takeaway here, right? As soon as we got that move I was looking for, I was really making sure to book profit on these extension candles to the downside, right? And I was adding to my short position in a period of consolidation with a clear risk level above, right? And again, guys, I really want to emphasize it is so important to understand where this trade came from, right? Which originates back to the fact that we swept liquidity, right? That 2-hour candle, guys, beautiful liquidity sweep at that key level from August 7th and August 8th at that 42.59 area. That was also a key daily level, guys. And so structure was sell side here, right, guys? And we had a really strong sell side structure on those larger time frames. And at that point, guys, it was a patience game, and patience paid off. This was a absolutely fantastic trade, guys. Netted over 1.5K on this trade. Beautiful, beautiful setup that I really wanted to recap for you guys. Use those larger time frames, guys. Utilize them to your advantage. The 2, the 4-hour, the hourly chart, they are your friend for seeking out those A-plus setups like this, and then really executing them on those lower time frames is absolutely crucial. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this trade breakdown video. If you like these videos, guys, and you want to see more of them, please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe as it helps out the channel a ton, and I'll see you guys on the next episode.